Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori. Welcome, I'm so happy you joined me today. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing as I do upload beauty and makeup related content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 9 a.m. Central. I also have a giveaway going on my channel right now, so I'll leave that video in the description box. You can go check it out after you're finished with this one if you're interested in joining. Today's video is another installment of my 2 Looks 1 Palette series, and today I am featuring the Subculture palette for day and the Subculture palette for play. So if you're interested in seeing my looks, then just keep on watching. For this first look, I want to do something that was actually inspired by a look that I saw Emily Noel wear. I was looking for the video because I wanted to see it again and I couldn't find it. She posts really often, but it was sort of a maroon with mustard tone smoky eye, and so that's what I'd like to create for this look, and I just wanted to give her credit for the inspiration. First, I'm going to go in with the shade Dawn on my Wet n Wild blending brush, and I'm going to use this as my transition. With a smaller blending brush, I'm going to take the shade Edge and I'm going to intensify my crease just a little bit. Now with my smallest blending brush of life, I'm going to go in with the shade New Wave. With a Surratt shader brush, I'm going to take the shade All Star and I'm going to change this from a very tangerine look to a more burgundy look. Alright, now with a small blending brush, I'm going to blend just the edges. I'm using circular motions instead of wiping motions to really diffuse the color. Also, if you notice, I'm doing this on the outside of where I place the color rather than all over. You can see the difference where this one is more diffused and the other one still has the harsh line. So I'm going to repeat the process on this side. I think I want this to be an all matte look, so I am going to place Dawn on my lid as well. And now on a MAC 217, I'm going to take the shade Roxy and I'm going to blend where Dawn meets All Star. I like that. Now on the very first blending brush that I used, I don't have any additional color and I'm just going to diffuse all the edges. I think that's so pretty. It looks nothing like Emily Noel's look, but she still gets credit for inspiration. I just failed at recreating her look. Hers was more maroon, more reddish tone, and mine is looking more purple. I don't know if that's because of the top I'm wearing, but I still think it looks nice. On a very pointed blending brush, this is the shade Edge, and I'm going to run it all across my lower lash line. And now with a Real Techniques number 202, I'm going to take the shade All Star and I'm going to run it very tightly along my lower lash line, just on the outer edge. And now with the smallest blending brush in the world, I'm going to just blend the outer edge a little bit. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to try to take the shade Cube, and I'm going to apply it to my inner corner using a damp brush. Alright, and now I'm going to line my inner rim with my trusty Rimmel London Kohl Gel pencil. Now I'm going to finish off the look with Burberry Cat Lashes in Chestnut Brown. I always prime my lashes using the MAC Prep and Prime, and this is my lower lash mascara. I line my lips with Wet n Wild Gel Lip Liner, and this one is in the shade Bear to Comment. I'm going to finish it up with the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Bound. I like the way the glossy lip kind of plays with the matte eye. I think it looks really pretty. I almost forgot to highlight, so... And that is your finished look. Alright, Subculture, let's make a green look. So I'm going in with the shade Dawn, and that's going to be my first transition shade. Nothing too exact here, just the first transition. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Edge. For the Edge shade, I'm using a Morphe E28 brush. My next shade is going to be the shade New Wave, and I'm going to use a MAC 217 for that. With the first brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges. And now with the Surratt Smoky Eye Brush, I'm just going to use the shade Fudge on my crease. Right, now going in with the MAC 217 brush, I'm just going to blend out the edges of the Fudge shade, but I didn't add any more product. Alright, now I'm going to use a Morphe G15 with the shade Electric, and I want to pack that on the inner third of my eye. It's a little more subtle than I wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and apply the shade Damp. Now I'm taking an Inglot 9S brush, and I'm taking the shade Untamed, and I'm going to use that on the outer third. Notice that in the center, I'm going back and forth with my brush. That's to blend the two colors together, right there in the center of my lid. And of course my eye is watering, messing up my concealer, but I'm just gonna try to blend that out and move on. I'm going to use a little bit of green liner in my waterline. Alright, and now I want to play up some of those more orangey tones on my lower lash line. My eye is already watering, so I'm going to smoke it out a little bit lower than I normally would. I'm going to start with a MAC pencil brush, and I'm going to use the shade Edge. Now with a Morphe G28, I'm going to take the shade Fudge, and I'm going to place that very close to my lash line. I'm also angling that upward to meet the Untamed shade at the top, and I'll blend those two shades together. Alright, now I'm going to take that same pencil brush and just sort of blow out this lower lash line just a little bit. My inner corner highlight is going to be Cube, and I'm just going to place that right in the inner corner. I'm using an e.l.f. shader brush for this. You can see where my shadow's separating because my eye is watering, so I'll fix that in just a minute. Never really fails for me. That eye always waters. Really frustrating actually. I don't worry about it as much when I'm using metallic shades because the metallics usually look better when they're wet, but if I'm doing an all matte look, it's super frustrating, and I know that some of you can relate. You told me in the comment section, so yeah, I can definitely relate. So the inner corner is applied, and I'm just going to touch up the electric shade. See, with the metallics, it's not difficult to fix at all, but if this were an all matte look, it'd be ruined. Alright, so now a little bit of mascara to finish off the look. To finish off the look, I'm going to go in with the Dose of Colors Dusty Katie collaboration lipstick, and this one is in the shade More Creamer Please. Now I know this was not a shade that everyone really liked, but I think it might complement this look, so we'll try it. Alright, that's it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed the looks. Please let me know in the comment section down below which look was your favorite, and also if there are any other palettes that you would like to see featured in this series. Subculture was one of your requests, and so I'm happy to provide 2 looks. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Don't forget to enter my giveaway and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you very, very soon on my next video. Bye-bye!